Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck bringing out the Indianapolis Colts. He gets ready for the regular season, and a lot of folks in Indianapolis just hoping that he can stay healthy this year.
And how about the progress we've seen over time with him? Remember, he hasn't played essentially in 2 seasons. And he had all these reports in the offseason. Shoulder still wasn't ready. He's only throwing Nerf balls right now, right? He's throwing the soft stuff. Now he's throwing regulation footballs. Hey, we got a chance. Well, I thought he looked pretty darn good in the preseason. Still got hit too often. But I thought he looked really good in the preseason. I think he's ready to go, and he has plenty to prove.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Let's take a look here at the Colts starters on offense, and a few questions about the running game. Marlon Mack, the incumbent starter back there, questionable for the start of the year with a hamstring injury.
And if he can't go, let's think about it this way. There's a rookie named Jordan Wilkins out of Mississippi who could be their guy, and he's actually outperformed rookie Nyheim Hines in the preseason, who's more of a slasher and guy gets into the open field. But it all comes down to the offensive line for me. If they can't keep Andrew Luck upright and healthy, then they have no shot. It starts with Anthony Costanzo at left tackle, but Quentin Nelson, the rookie out of Notre Dame, he could be an all-pro in his first season.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave it with a third and about 5. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost themselves some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
Now Sproles. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So much focus on the quarterback spot in Philly, and Doug Peterson did confirm that going into the Eagles opener, it will be Nick Foles under center. Carson Wentz just not quite ready for contact yet.
And I do believe in a lot of ways for the Eagles, this is a blessing in disguise. The decision is out of their hands. With Carson Wentz not cleared for contact, they didn't have to make a decision about whether he would play on opening night. More time for him to heal, and then they get back a guy who could have been the MVP in 2017. Nick Foles had a tough preseason, but he also had a shaky start last year when he took over for Wentz. And how did that turn out for them? So he's a veteran who knows how to play as they get ready for Atlanta in their season opener.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Foles. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Foles. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Ajayi. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 37 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Ajayi. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Locke. And a pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Luck on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Well, partner, the last couple weeks I've been asking you about the favorites in each division. We talked about Super Bowl predictions and all that, but what about a team from each side that might surprise us a little bit this year?
Well, the one I'm going to start with in the AFC shouldn't be a surprise when you look at who they have returning from injury, and that's the Houston Texans. They were running the AFC South for a while when everyone was healthy and J.J. Watt was getting to the quarterback. Now Deshaun Watson returns, and they're an entirely different team with him at quarterback. On the NFC side, I know a lot of people looking at the Bears, and rightly so. I love them as a trendy pick. But I'm going to take one where people are saying maybe they're a 5-win team. I don't believe that for a second. The Seattle Seahawks. I think that they will surprise people and contend in the NFC West.
Now it's Locke. Complete to Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing again is Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. On the incompletion, I turn to you as we continue to do all these Week 1 predictions, and I ask, Rookie of the Year, could this be a battle for Gotham between Darnold and Barkley?
I like it. I like that a lot. A quarterback, Sam Darnold with the Jets, a runner, Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants. But I'm thinking defense, and I'm going out west to the Denver Broncos. Bradley Chubb, defensive end, outside linebacker. Remember, Von Miller's on the other side. He'll take up a lot of attention. That should give Chubb more one-on-one opportunities to get quarterbacks on the ground.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now Foles. It's complete left side to Aguilar. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath for Sproles. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Margus Hunt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jeffrey breaking the tackle. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, as we look back to the final week of the preseason and the roster cuts, that final day of roster cuts, a lot of noise was made. The biggest noise, though, Khalil Mack moving to the Windy City.
That's one that, let's look at it from Chicago's perspective. A young team growing, building on both offense and defense, and it's a city that loves defense. They love their linebackers. Khalil Mack being added to that group, that's just a win-win for them. Now you flip it over to Oakland. I never thought they'd let Khalil Mack go. I thought they'd figure out a way to get it done, but somehow, during the contract negotiations, everything broke down, and they decided to save that money, and they'll put it elsewhere in their roster. Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Luck now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Luck. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Luck now to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
Well, we'll see what happens here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Luck. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. Now it's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Again, Luck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Michael Bennett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.